What's going on, guys? Happy Taco Tuesday. Welcome to BME. How's everyone doing today? Remember to tap that screen and share the live with at least 5 of your friends. If you got more than 5 friends, then share it with 10. If you got more than 10, you're a lucky fella. Share it with 15. Amber, yeah, I know. You still got family. You still got FOMO going. I know. Drew, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, it's withdrawals from any bariatric event is it's real. I think pretty much if you were there, you pretty much feel you go from the highest of highs to just missing that. We felt the same way in Edison. We felt the same way when we left retreat. This was another great one. Just indescribable feeling. And the fact that I got to meet a lot more of you guys this time around was great. Amber, another one. Like, I'm glad I got a chance to meet you. I'm so happy that we got to hang out. Never enough time. I was there from basically Friday until Monday, and it just never felt like enough time. But again, there'll be more events for all of us to see each other. Barry Cousin, welcome in. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you for the likes. We appreciate all the likes. Keep tapping that screen. We've got a goal of 15,000 likes tonight. I know you guys can do it. Pretty much see I can get you to 20. I think you guys can do that too. Shelly, what's happening? Welcome in. Thanks for all the likes. Appreciate it. We're going to get things started just in a little bit. We got some of the guys that were at the at JBY with us joining us. We've got Rob Raffinen, Waiting in Vain, joining us. We have Dom Julio is joining us. So Dom VSG is joining us, and we've got Get Fit with D, the true king of JBY. And I'm excited. Just this half of the week is just basically like an extension of JBY, and everyone sharing their experiences and everyone just talking about like all the great things that came out of that. Just the connections and the energy and the feelings. And I mean, pretty much you can see just the raw emotion when people talk about JBY and just how much it meant to them. I am going to speak a little bit on JBY and how it changed its perspective on my journey personally. Obviously, things didn't quite go the way we wanted as far as the podcast, but Shar, congratulations. Drew, Arisa, you guys definitely earned that. Talk Barry to me. Definitely earned that win, and I'm proud of you guys, and it's well deserved. All the work you guys put into that podcast is just amazing, and you definitely out-hustled us. But I'm very proud of what you guys were able to accomplish. And again, it was close, but don't worry, we'll be back, and we can start the shit talking and let it commence. But yeah, it's I just want to lightly touch about my journey, because I think this weekend gave me a little bit more perspective as to the impact I have on the community, which I never realized I truly had. And just what people said to me, like off to the side and personally face to face, and the kind things that they had to say. Mel and Kelly and just JBY in general, they launched off the JBY Awards with a post I had put up that I was not expecting to be there. Thank you to Rab for, I heard he headed the operation on this one. So I thank you for that. That was pretty cool. I'm going to let this guy up here. Me too. I think it's fitting that the both of us sit up here right now.
Yo, what's happening?
Hey, so I'm just kind of going over my just personal thoughts on my journey because I think for the both of us, I think we kind of saw who we are and where we're at in this community. I was just saying that obviously the podcast, I know that that was what I had my heart set on. I know that's what you had your heart set on. Because obviously we started this podcast because it meant so much. And I think our focus was so much on just the podcast alone that we never really considered our personal journeys and personal pages something of, you know, we never really concentrated on it. We didn't really see us as like, oh, I'm Tony D and hey, I'm WT Barry. Um, Everything that we did was always a focus on BME. And I never really knew the impact that I had on people. Here and there, you'd hear things, but it was always, I love what you're doing with BME. I mean, we got a lot of that when we went to retreat. Um, I know that Ryan would say a lot of stuff, just like, Tony, you found your voice. You really need to speak up more. I know that Shar did it. Um, but like a lot of what Amber said the other night, a lot of what Janae said, um, Shar's encouragement on me putting that post out last week before we left for JBY, and just the reaction from the crowd, the kind things that everyone had to say about it. Mel had a lot to say. Kelly pulled me aside and really had, you know, things that had profound effect on me. Um, I think that yes, BME is, our passion, but when we started this podcast, we launched it without even being a year out, the both of us, and it was supposed to be a male focused podcast, to highlight the bariatric male. But like, how could we relate? It was for us to be able to share our journeys and basically for people to watch it. But we got so focused on, obviously it was our goal to make sure that every guy had a voice in this community. And I don't think that we realized that everything we shared here personally every single Tuesday and the things that we would post, I don't think we realized that what we were posting through BME or for BME, we were still sharing our journeys. We were still sharing our personal reflections, are the things that we do within the community and the effect that we have with people in this community. And I don't think I ever truly looked at it in that perspective. And to win an award that, you know, focused just on my journey alone, and I know that you said the same thing, to win an award focused on just, your journey, it surprised both of us because neither one of us knew that we were gonna take that category. And I think it gave me a whole new perspective as to like, okay, you know what? My voice, while I might use it through BME, is still my voice. And I was so happy for you. I mean, I know we were backstage getting ready to present, and when they said your name, I knew they were gonna say it. I knew it wholeheartedly. I knew you were gonna get that award, and I'm
And
so proud.
I knew you being the person that you are were going to say that you were happy for me, right? But you know how I feel.
I
Like
knew.
I am grateful. Like I'm grateful that I was nominated in the first place. But then it's like to be caught up in the moment. You know, I am about talking to people anyway, so
Yeah.
I was forced to speak, and I wasn't even ready. But who cares? I wouldn't have it any other way. But
Mm.
you know that like I have all the utmost respect for those who nominated me and voted for me to be, inspirational rock star. But man, by no means do I ever feel like I'm an inspiration to anyone other than,
But that's you
hey,
speaking again.
this is what you should not do. You,
But that,
you
but
know?
but look at the narrative that you give yourself. But you still plug at it every single day. You still come out to the community and support the community, no matter what,
Yeah,
regardless of what you have going on. You said it in your speech. Regardless of what you have going on, people still support you because you still pour into this community. That's what inspires people. It doesn't matter. They're
yeah,
like again, none of us are perfect. I'm not
yeah,
perfect. You're not perfect. Yes, we have those imperfections. We have things that, we're not proud of or people may not be proud of, but it doesn't stop us from trying to love everyone in this community. And the great thing about BME, and this is where I'm more proud about BME, even if we didn't win podcast, is the fact that we had a top 5 podcast, a male centered podcast in a community, you know, of the majority of females. And it resonated with women in this community, which means so much to me because we didn't know how this was going to turn out.
yeah.
We easily could have just been like, "Oh my dude, I know that one of the first comments we got when we started saying, "Hey, we're gonna have BME is starting," was, "Oh, great, another area for toxic male conversation." I know you remember that one post,
Yeah.
and to be where we're at, and to have Biggie win, to have Ryan win, to have you win, and to have myself win, it's not BME that is great, that makes it great. Like, it's not the platform itself, it's the individuals that make up BME. Our individual journeys inspire people, and we all meet here in this one platform to share that journey. That's what
Yeah.
makes BME great for us, is
Hey,
that
get fit with Day. Get fit with D. How you doing, man? And not just to cut you off, Tony. There's a lot going on in the chat. Me just being nominated for Sadie DS was an honor all itself. Heck yeah. And congrats on that for sure. Just you know, it's so. What's up, Janae? Janae. What's crazy is that it's like it's hard, man, because um with the awards, there's two sides, right? There's those who were nominated and then those who are being supported along their way in the journey in which it ties in, together to bring us together as a whole and share a moment to celebrate ourselves all in that moment, with the pink carpet, with VSD Bestie and the interviews. I hear over and over again about the quality of, the production on YouTube
you
was
watch any of that
amazing.
replay.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
amazing.
crazy. It was like, it's a big deal now. As far as I'm concerned, it always has been, and with the rate that this community is backing each other in all fours, it's just, I mean, it could just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And we can reach out to people who may not feel that they, have hope or want to accomplish a weight loss journey. And that is irregardless of, weight loss surgery,
Yeah,
GLP-1s, or just doing it naturally, just being on a journey and joining together to support one another through those trials and tribulations is stellar.
yeah,
And for the future of BME, I look forward to continuing on that path and advocating as much as we possibly can for the men in the community.
yeah. Um, Yeah, I don't want to get too far off track because I know we have people coming into the room that I know that they are part of this, and just to get through this. So obviously JBY
Thanks for the
just
gift.
came by this weekend. Your boys from BME took home 4 separate nominations or awards. We are so honored. Biggie's not going to be with us tonight, but he is here with us in spirit. He has some personal stuff going on. Ryan is going to be about a half hour late because he is in session, but Rab and I are going to hold this down. Obviously, we know that Shar was on the pink carpet doing her thing, owning that place. And we know that Talk Barry to me won podcast of the year. Shar also won for VSG Rockstar. We know that Drew won for the DS Sadie. It just an amazing night, just for everyone, and just to celebrate and to be together with all of you guys. The content house was fun the day I went over there, and just
I
parties.
don't I don't even remember. And it's so messed up, Tony, because I don't get blitzed drunk or
Yeah,
anything. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, right?
it was
I'm the
fun.
old guy.
Hey,
I go
do
to
you
bed
remember?
early.
Did you get any ink while you drank too much?
Did I get any ink?
You get any ink done?
Not that I know of.
No.
Oh yeah, I didn't get that done. That's great.
Oh.
That's funny. They had tattoos, huh? Yeah, great cup. Talk buried me.
Yeah,
Talk buried
I'm
me.
gonna
Showed off.
I'm
They
gonna
showed
pay
off.
I'll pay my homage to them tonight. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, I'm
See you in two
Rob. Are you
years.
down on the
Talk
waiting
buried
table
me.
page tonight? I gotta see if Rob's on the waiting table page. Oh, it's got to be Rob. His ink washed off.
I ain't washed off.
All right, I'm gonna let these guys up.
Please do. Did we get on a little tangent there for a minute? I'm sorry, Tony. I cut you off and then I
No,
went to
no,
my
no.
little
You're good, man.
tangent.
Dude, you let. This is why I went on early so I could talk because I can talk for hours by myself. That's the problem
Yeah,
with finding your voice.
Oh,
but it worked.
fellas,
What's
fellas,
What's up?
fellas.
up?
Oh, Dom, you finally made it, bro.
Hey,
You're on Barry Meal
started
Experience.
from the bottom, now we're here. Okay,
That's it.
who would
We
have
normally
thought?
don't
Oh
let
man.
anyone up this early.
I know. I mean, like I said, I will say one thing before I begin talking. The first time I ever went to a bariatric meetup retreat, it was in November. And these guys were the first ones to bring me in under their arms. And I literally went knowing not a single soul. And here, my friends and family, I don't know. I think there's just one person that I know that had surgery about 8 years ago. And then everybody else, I don't know anybody. Kind of like the community that we have, with my bariatric team, they are a lot older. So I'm not age biased or nothing, but I just couldn't really connect. And for some reason, with these guys and just everyone in this online bariatric community, it was just really cool. Like I said, they brought me in and made me one of them, and it's been fun. It's been a wild ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
And I know Diana's down there in the comments. She says award is nice, but I'm more about meaningful moments and conversations. And if you didn't walk away from JBY without feeling like you made connections, or you felt the energy of the love of everyone in that building that night, or just that weekend alone, I don't know how
Hey
you.
man, I don't think we understand y'all. Like if you, because me, I mean, I know those of you who have now hung around me or see me in my space. I'm laid back, I'm chill, I'm watching, I'm people watching like shit. Like I don't really talk much, but I love you. I just don't talk much. It's just I can't help it. I can't get past it, but we're working on that. But these three guys right here, and you too, Tony, you're part of it. You know, it's like if there's, I mean, if you don't feel welcome and happy in your space when you're around these type of people, man, just stop. You know, just stop. Those meetups, you can't, man. Those meetups, those memories, man. That love. I mean, just feeling completely accepted, no matter what, no judgments.
No.
I mean, I just love it, man.
I
I
really
love
think that
watching it unfold.
I like what I said earlier. I put a post out just talking about like the power of community, and you experience the need for community, or just you experience community every day on this platform. But the power of community, I feel like you don't experience until you go to some type of like retreat or or a meetup or a JBY, because
Absolutely.
to be in a space where you can actually feel the energy like in the room and just feel the emotions and walk away from it and be emotionally like drained because it takes so much out of you. So I just want to get like all of your perspectives. And Rob, I'll start with you first.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like, so this, I went to JBY's last year. I also have no voice. I blame D and Dom for this, and I wear it proudly. Everyone's like, "Are you sick?" I'm like, "No, I'm still slightly drunk." But it was. I went to JBY's last year, like you guys did this year. We sort of cleaned up last year. It was an amazing experience. This year destroyed last year to me.
Yeah,
This year was amazing in regards to people I met, where I sort of fit in this community. It was awesome. Last year we came in as the waiting table. It was myself,
yeah,
Shay, and Murph coming in, and that was very much our identity. And this year I came in as Rob, not Rob waiting in vain, not Rob of the waiting table, Rob, me, and.
yeah.
That was the best thing I could possibly do because I was able to connect with so many people.
Right.
I was able to meet so many people, and there were so many moments where I would just stop and look around and be like, this is so indicative of my social media and my weight loss journey. So like even this, I'm looking at the screen right now. Do you remember that picture we had with Barry Mel Experience, the waiting table, and Mel and Cal were in front of us? And I was just like, legit, this is like podcast royalty. To me, it is, right?
Oh yeah.
Like we worked so well with you guys to us, especially because where we started in regards to really trying to pave the way for men, and you guys taking the mantle and really running with it, and Mel and Kelly really paving the way for all of us. Like it felt like such a surreal experience. And these two,
Yeah.
Dom and D, like D was my roommate. Like I contacted D a while ago. D and I know each other well. And I was like, D, will you be my Chris Tucker to my Jackie Chan? Like, let's make Rush Hour
Hell
4.
yeah.
Like, we're going to make this shit.
Hell yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
it was awesome. It was awesome. And just being able to really hang out with everyone. I didn't feel like I left anything on the table. We went to bed. We got back to the room and fell asleep at like 4 a.m. I got up for the gym at like 7 a.m. every day. We did our shit.
Yeah.
And
Oh
we
yeah.
went out and partied even more, and I didn't feel like I missed anything. It was great. And Dom was a big reason. He didn't come to the gym. He just messaged us from the gym, like, guys, you should have asked me. I'm like,
No,
eh.
there was just one night I didn't, and it was I think it wasn't lack of commitment or effort, but yeah, that was my bad because usually I make it to those. But this one, it was a little.
Because you were still drunk. Hey, you know what? Separate from D, though, like, I feel like all of us had one morning that was really, really rough. Like, mine was the first morning because I didn't do very well at the rooftop bar that night. But no, like, I talk with these guys and I see so much in Dom, right? Like, I've told him that. I don't know if he thinks I'm just gassing him up, but I see so much in Dom. And when I look at, and I lean a lot more towards the men in the bariatric community, just like you guys do. And when I look at Dom, I'm just like, dude, that's going to be you up there. That's going to be your name up on that screen. That's going to be your picture
Oh yeah.
because the passion you bring to this community is awesome.
Hell
And
yeah.
realistically, at the end of the day, it comes down to the passion that everyone brings. Like you can hear Tony, you can hear you, Rab, talking about it. You can hear the passion in your voice, and Dom has the same thing. Like you have to sift through the bullshit and stuff, but then like once you get past that, like Dom is super passionate about everything he does, his own journey, other people, and so like I look forward to seeing that. And you know, D, like D and I both were part of. I think both our categories we were up against each other. D.
Three of us.
And yeah. And, oh shit, all three of us, yeah. And honestly, like I could not have been more happy that D won for fitness and that you won, Tony, for body positivity. Like I was talking with Shay afterwards. I'm like, this was the best case scenario for me. Like I would love to win, but I'd love to win in categories I felt like I deserved. And I felt like you guys deserved your categories, and I was super happy.
Yeah.
I don't give a crap about winning it and coming home with trophies. I have trophies over there from last year, right? Like it was about
Yeah.
recognizing the guys who really show up, and D friggin' shows up all the time. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's always there for people, and so you guys were awesome, man.
Thank you.
No, thank
So real quick, like talking about that, right? And what I was talking to Tony about, and I'd love to hear you all's perspective on it. Like for me, um, the people who nominated me, again, I said I respect that and I appreciate it, and I love the love. Like absolutely, I love giving or receiving what I give. 100%. But the people who nominated me, the people who voted for me to win the category for Rockstar Inspirational over 50 Inspiration. I just feel like there's Miss Mary, man. Like seriously, like, and I'm not even like trying to. I don't want anybody to gas me up. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that shit. But let's talk about Miss Mary, man. Like, y'all gotta know who Miss Mary is. Miss Mary shows up every freaking morning at like 6 in the morning, and she's greater than 50. You know what I'm saying? And she's amazing. She's a beautiful woman. She works out every day. She shows up for people, whether there's one or two people in her lives every single day. And that, like, for me, that's like an inspiration to me. There's plenty other people out there that are creators that are inspiration. But to be nominated and win an award to be an inspiration, I get it. I love it. I'm just learning though. I don't do this for like an award to, I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm grateful. I'm keeping it real though. Like
But
I just love
Rab,
people to that
remember, like
degree,
this is how
you
you
know?
feel about it. But
Yeah.
the community felt differently. I mean, I said the same thing. I completely, when I went up on stage and I gave my acceptance, I really didn't remember what I said because I was so caught up in the moment. I had no clue what I was saying. It just came out. And I finally watched the replay back today, and I paid homage to Rob and D, and obviously Rob the Medio. Like, I couldn't say any more things that these guys were the guys that I look up to in the community. There was
Right.
barely anything that had to do with what I had to say about myself or anything. It was everything had to be about what these guys mean to me and what they've meant to my journey. And I couldn't have said it any better. And I'm glad that I was able to pay homage to you guys when I was up on stage and recognize you guys, because you guys do mean a lot to like where I'm at and what you guys have done for me.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Man, all I got to say is this. One, with D, of course, Rob, all you guys. I think I was in my journey. Like it took me about 3 years to actually get weight loss surgery, and so I would let's go online. Like, okay, I'm ready for it. I don't know if it's because my background in the Hispanic community, there's a stigma about it. Maybe machismo, a lot of pride, a lot of ego. So when I came across your guys' pages, I was like, okay, you know what? I could do this. I'm actually going to do this. It took a long time because I was in the bariatric program for about a solid 3 years because I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Gained 25 pounds, lost 30, then I had to gain. It was just I was yo-yoing again, just even being in the bariatric program from my medical team. And so I remember I told D this too. I saw D's profile and I would follow him, and I was like, man, if I at least had half the results of this guy, like when I get my surgery, I would be ecstatic. And then now to become like friends with you guys and actually part of it, it's surreal for me. This whole weekend, I've just been fangirling all just. I think that's what my problem was. That's why I was just alive, because I'm like, is this real life? Oh, I saw Rob. I was like, is this real life? Like I said, and I said the same thing when when I first met the BME boys in Street. I was a fangirl, and that's what it said. Once I was like, someone pinch me. Okay, this is real life, and so yeah,
I did the same thing. I still do the same thing. JBY. I did it at retreat. I did it at JBY. The amount of people I went up to, I said, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, no,
we all draw inspiration from each other, and again, we don't get to see each other in person a lot. I've had the opportunity to see a couple of these guys. I've seen D at least 4 times in the last year, and obviously I've seen.
We're family now. We're family now.
This is the first time I get to meet
You see
Rob.
like 3 or 4 people at 3 or 4 different meetups across the United States. Y'all family. We're traveling. Bro.
yeah,
Yep. I travel for y'all more than I do my own family. They be like, "When are you coming home?" I'm like, "I can't."
That is
I
wife
got
would
2
kill
more
me.
things
Oh
to
my
add to
God.
my calendar. Yeah.
no, that's it.
What were some of your favorite moments? Because obviously there were a few days of. I mean, we did a lot of partying. So obviously, we had Thursday,
We
Friday.
talked about this.
Yeah.
Sunday
Can I
was-
take
I
this
don't
one,
know
Rob?
I don't know who
Yeah.
went home on Sunday, but I know that we didn't. I didn't go home on Sunday. So my wife and I, we were actually, I think at like 9 o'clock at night, we were drinking with bariatric warrior Steph and her husband in the Sky Bar up at the Vanguard. So like
Yeah.
partying didn't end.
Yeah. I told people, I'm like, what we talk about online, what we show, those highlight reels, there are these moments that aren't captured. And there are these
Yeah.
special once in a lifetime moments that happen. They're not planned. They just happen organically. Like the one was the rooftop bar the first night where we ended up, everybody's like, where are we going to go? We just ended up at this rooftop bar and we took over the entire place. And we all ended up singing Backstreet Boys, drinking and eating. And it was just such a beautiful moment of happiness. Everybody was just pure joy doing their thing. And then again, when we all ended up at the gay club, now I was like, I'm the only LGBT member that was there, I think, but there's 25 of us taking over the entire dance floor at a gay club, so much that people were coming over to us. Another moment that I think we got one crazy picture with Dom with his legs up and people, like, it was so funny, and I was like the only gay guy in the whole picture, but like there was nothing but love and acceptance and happiness. And so again, what people see online, the in-person experience is 10 times better. It is so soul filling when you get these magical moments that just you can't duplicate, you can't plan them. They just happen when you're around the right people. And you have 200 plus of the right people in one area, it's bound to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's right.
I think and to piggyback back off that is like it's a lot of their stuff recorded. Like I remember I was talking to Rob and we are just talking about how we were bigger and back in the day, and I don't know where it was. Someone talked about it, but it was like back when we were big, you'd go through the drive-through and you'd have to order 2 drinks because you'd be embarrassed. Like that's what the conversation that happened. That no one else could relate this. Like if I literally try to explain that to somebody that hasn't been around food, they'd be like, okay, that makes no sense. But it's like the fact that we could communicate that and be like, yeah, when you get 2 burgers, you actually got to get 2 more drinks just so they think it's not for you. You know, and that's just
Like, oh, let me get for my wife.
yeah.
Fake like, what you want, babe? Okay, I got you.
yeah.
Stuff like that. Like that's real raw emotion. I think
Yes.
that's what makes the bond and the connection so good. Like I couldn't even fathom explaining that to someone, let alone I'd be probably telling them, but not with these guys, like with everyone there, like they just know what we've been through. They know, like I said, it's a crap feeling And just to have someone get you, I think it makes like it just amplifies the connection that to the 10th power. Like I feel like I've known you guys forever, literally maybe a couple of hours, throughout the years, but we have this connection and bond that I don't have with a lot of people. I mean, I definitely have a lot of friends, they say I'm socially gifted or whatever the case is, but even them, just the depth of those connections aren't this deep. And that to me is
It truly is love at first sight when we meet at these
100%.
things. It is instant best friends, instant you trust these people, or we trust each other with each other's lives. And we go to bat for each other in those exact same ways. We make sure we're safe. We make sure we're taken care of. We look after each other. We stand strong together, and nobody can come against us when we're together. So it is instant family.
Yeah.
All right. Hold that thought. I gotta give a shout out to someone down in the comments, and even though he texted us to talk a lot of smack after his wife won podcast, Scuba Steve. Dude, Scuba Steve texted us during that whole thing, and obviously he wanted to give us a little jab that Shar had won the first 2 awards, but he actually took time to text Rab. He took time to text me after we had won our awards, and that really meant a lot. And I thank you, sir. That was stand up with you, and you need to come to one of these events because we need to hang out, man.
Hold on a second now. Hold on a second. I was texting this dude when she was walking up to get her second award. I was like, dude, I said she just got one. She just got them back to back. I was texting him. I was like, this is crazy because you know how much I hate on Shar, right? We have a sister brother battle, and it's just like we just talk smack to each other all the time. So there's no love lost there by any means.
No, it's all in good fun, and
it's all in good fun. But man, this girl, man, and then she broke out, the queen outfit to shut the night down, and I'm just
I swear to God, I was like,
man,
oh my God, it's Lady Liberty.
She's giving D a run for his money. She is on it, man.
Oh, she took the crown, literally.
Dude, you walked in with the crown. I was like, oh, there is the king. He is walking in the joint.
I got humbled so quick. I was like, yeah, I'm bringing it. I probably was the worst dressed one there.
No, we had this awesome conversation because Dom was like, yo, I want this, and I was just like, he had a picture of what he was doing, and I was like, yo, that's good. I'm like, he's like, I think I got D. I'm like, I share a room with D. I know where he is right now. He is scouring St. Louis. He brought a shitload of clothes, but he is scouring St. Louis for textiles right now to make an outfit work. I'm like, I ain't gonna put my money on D, man. And he's like, no. And then so once we got there and I saw you, Dom, I was like, shit, D, we gotta go show him. And then Dom right away was like, oh,
most humbling experience was walking there, humbled completely.
The day of JBY, Rob and I were having lunch up at the Vanguard, and he was telling me about this. How Dom's is gonna take like best dressed. He's taller than him, and he's telling me all the stuff that he's doing. I'm like, no, he's not.
Yeah. So you guys knew
and in the room,
the whole time. That's messed up. Okay, but I'll take it.
In the room, D was like, so we were talking about stuff, and then in the room, D was like, do you think should I let Dom have it? I'm like, fuck no. I'm like, take that, man. And then so you're like, okay. So then y'all dressed up. I'm like, yeah, sorry.
Don't hold that.
I was gonna lose this one.
I seriously was like, hey, I'll change right now. I'll wear what I brought.
He literally was.
Man,
and it was,
I'm like, no, man.
And the funny thing is, it was so different than at retreat. Because you went from one style, and I'm just like, oh, what can he come up with next? And when you walked in, I was like, okay, enough said.
He's coming correct.
Yeah.
Hey, another thing I got to say is we all have a face card. I don't think I didn't see no ugly people. It's crazy. Why are
you told me that, Dom.
Everyone's good looking. Everyone is. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
It was tough.
Yeah.
You asked earlier, Tony, about sort of your highlights. I want to see if I can share a couple, and 2 of them are just sort of like experiences. One, I really wanted to work out with people. And it was great that we went to First Form, is awesome. But I wanted to actually legit work out with people. And we were able to do that for 2 days separately in the morning. But the workout really that stood out the most to me was this reoccurring shit that Dom and I had where we were doing push-ups on the dance floor everywhere we fucking went. So
Ew,
3 days
on
in a
the
row.
dirty floor.
I saw the picture.
I know. So like Dom goes down on the ground. He's gonna do it, and D's like, "No, it's dirty. Don't." And then he pulls me down. I'm like, "All right, I guess we're doing this everywhere we went. We're doing
And I'm
push-ups on
throwing
the
up in the
floor."
corner. Like, it's so gross.
Yeah. The second thing is like the 3 a.m. drive-throughs because I haven't done this in a long time. So it'd be like either D, myself, or an Anna, and we'd just be sitting there, and she'd be like falling asleep while she's trying to eat her food. And then the last night, like we had Mel with us, and so Mel was in there, and we're all just like shooting a shit. It was like 4 a.m, and we're just driving around trying to find somewhere open. And honestly, legit, like this was my big, it was my big highlight. Is when D won, and I fucking ran over and gave him a hug. I was like, I am, like that was for me. It was so big because we had conversations about this. We were just like, I was like, yo, we're not gonna be able to topple this impenetrable force that is Rob and Rob, right? Like I'm lesser Rob, so I was like, I can't get in there. We got these other 2 Robs, and we were like, fuck, it's gonna be so hard. I don't know. And then when D's name was called, I was like, oh my God, this was friggin' awesome. So I was super.
He's
Like,
the
that
reason
was
I
the thing
cried.
for me.
He gave me the biggest hug walking up to the stage, and I was trying to hold it in, and I broke down. I lost it. I literally am a big baby. I cry for 24 hours because once it starts, because I'm emotionally dense, but once I get cracked open, I can't close it, which is why I hate emotions. And I was done after that. He broke me down really good. That was a brother hug right there. Like,
Oh, 100%.
So,
Like,
And then
so
like
let me
we
tell
didn't want to
you.
end. Like when he was dropping me off at the airport, he was just like, I was like, yo, I wanna, like I'm already an hour later than checking. I'm like, it would be cool if I missed my flight. It'd be awesome. And he was just like, yo, if you don't go, I won't go. We'll go home tomorrow. And then it just happened that like I got to my gate in like 13 minutes. I'm like, what the hell? How the hell does this happen? But
I know
missed
we
my
were
flight, by the
disappointed.
way.
it stayed.
I missed my flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, I'm at Buc-ee's and he calls me and I'm like, "How did you miss your flight?" That's what I love. It's literally a brotherhood. Like we check in and we talk and we fight. It's so funny. Like you have to be there to see it.
Yeah.
He
It
honestly
is.
takes care of me. Ryan too. They take care of Ryan's just like my bodyguard. He's like my and I'm just like, okay. I'm like, let's do this. We came to tear shit up, and that's all we do.
I feel like that happened. So, like, I know that Rob had gone up and gave D a hug and stuff, but like, I think that happened for all of us at some point. Like, I remember
Yeah.
coming down. We all got up and went down to the end of the stage. Same thing with Biggie.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rab was already up on stage when we were going up, and I just remember Ryan tackling him.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was trying to tackle
Assault.
Rahab.
Assault.
I would have tackled Rab, but I was a little tied up at that time.
But you were taped up.
Hey, I gotta tell
was
y'all,
funny.
man, we were sitting in the audience, and we were coming to the end of the show. And Tony had looked over at me and he said, "Yo, Rap, I'm happy you guys won an award. And the only important thing for me was that I got to contribute to you that you brought that video up for them to play at the beginning of, the award show. And Mel and Kel decided to make it a part of it, which was amazing. And that's really all Tony was really super happy about because he's like, there's no way I'm going to win this next award. And it came, I said, hold on, you're in this award too. He's like, yeah, I am. I said, man, I said, you got it. He's like, no way. And then they called his name and he went up. And it was just like, that's how, like, it's so wild because those are the things that you don't know is going on.
But if
And
anyone
they
could do
happen.
this, do you remember Bobby Davenport was actually saying that he was the one who him and Nat had presented it to me, and he was like, I didn't show up last year because I didn't think I was going to win, and he won 2 awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, prophetically, it happened again, where I was just like, someone doubting that they even had a prayer in hell, and just amazing things happen, things you don't expect, and you don't need to be a big content creator to go to one of these awards not just to have a good time, like you're gonna have a good time regardless because everyone is eye to eye, everyone's on the same playing field. But just to show up and to be nominated is one thing, but to actually win something where you feel like I would never even have a chance or ever dream of is just
I mean,
it's an amazing feeling.
let's put this into perspective, okay? If we're gonna keep it honest, okay? You, you got like, I mean, let's do numbers. Barry Mel Experience has a little over 3,000 followers.
Yeah.
3,000 followers, and we were on a stage with people who have upwards of 100,000 to 1 million followers, and we're competing against them. So our followers, people who follow us, people who we inspire, people who really love our content and love who we are as individuals online, have voted for us and competed with people with millions of followers. That just puts it in perspective that, yeah, your following means nothing.
No, share your
Nothing.
journey because again, like, and I couldn't tell you. I think just about every single person that was up there when they accepted said, "Share your journey," because that's all it is share your journey. If you're comfortable enough, because it's not easy to share all of you, and sometimes you don't share all of you. You share part of you, but to share to a point where you can make that difference for one person, you just never know who you're going to affect. And I think that as much as we all post or we might not post, but you just never knew who you're going to reach. It's that one day at the right time, at that right moment that someone sees something and it inspires them to keep going. And there's no award that can ever replace that.
Amen. And I'll tell you, like, one of the big things is like, um, when you give freely and with an open heart, you really don't expect anything back. You give so freely, like you don't even count up what you're giving, but other people keep a record of what you do. And when you hear the stories back in multitudes and people start coming up, oh, thank you, you affected me in this way. It is the biggest gift. It's better than any award, any nomination when you hear how you've affected people's lives the way you had hoped other people would affect yours. So it is, it's just incredible. So I just tell people, like, follow your heart. Get out of your own way, get out of your mind. Just follow your heart and do what you know feels right for other people. It will come back to you. I'm like living proof of it because there's no way I should have beat out the Titans, the Robs. But
The type.
some way, somehow, yeah,
Yeah,
it happened. I'm still pinching myself like, oh my God, this can't
exactly.
be real. I didn't even open my envelope for an hour because I was afraid I was going to pull my name out and it'd be wrong. Like I sat in my seat shaking because I could not believe it. So, uh,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's the most surreal feeling, and like I didn't post for a couple days because I kind of needed to come to gather my
Yeah.
thoughts because it was I didn't sleep on Saturday night. I don't think I went to sleep. I couldn't because I was just trying like, did this all really just happen? And the conversations that I had with Dee, the conversation that I had with you, Rob, even Rob Dominio, even when Kelly pulled me aside and talked to me off to the side, like the conversations that I had with all of you guys were so personal and so like touching and like it it really it changed my perspective as to like who I am in this community because I never looked at myself that
Yeah.
way.
mhm.
It just
Yeah.
I never saw myself that way, and it really meant a lot.
Yeah.
Ryan,
I
your,
think one
your
of the
speech was just,
Oh my God,
Oh
Ryan's
yeah.
speech.
bro. Let me tell you, like when that was poetic right there. That
Appreciate it.
that
Appreciate
is
it.
perfect right there. I was so pumped up. I wanted to run through a
Good
wall.
shit, isn't it?
And, yeah, I was say I was speechless. I was.
Thank you, man.
That's hard too. Dom being
Yeah,
speechless.
Don being
Ooh.
features is wild.
That's a
Yeah,
lot. That don't happen.
He lies. He lies.
Hey Dom, let me ask you something, Dom.
Yeah,
Dom, you follow Fadeaway's page, right?
yeah, yeah.
Right. Of course you do. So did you see the one where he was like proposing to his wife and he had all the roses and him speaking while he's she's walking in and she walks in and gets all these roses and all the things that he's saying. Have you seen that video?
You know what? I haven't, but now I'm
I'm gonna
gonna.
send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you. This dude right here, man, that shit comes off naturally, man. He's
Oh,
like being real, like he's being real modest, but this dude just that's just how he flows,
He
man. It's
is
just
a
like,
poet. Don't get
no,
it wrong.
yeah,
He is a
Man,
poet.
I am actually a published poet, but yeah.
yeah,
hey, look
can't
at
even
that.
help himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
It was good.
and but it comes from the heart though. Like it's like Ryan when he's talking to you. I mean, it might be some slick shit too, but it's really coming from the,
Ah.
it's really coming from the heart, man, for real.
He's raw with it. It's just
No,
raw. That's true.
yeah,
That's love.
but it's
That's
with love. It's just for love though, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, me and Dom. You know what? To what D was saying, Dom is like my brother. Dom is my brother. Like I think there's a video of me like anytime the night ends, I'm gonna carry Dom. It's like
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. Like it's
it's the
regardless.
push up video. It's the push
Yeah.
up video.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
tired. I was like, Rob beat me. I got to do at least. I think he did 100. I did 25 by that point, and I was like, I need help. And so I think Ryan just comes. He's like, no. He's like, we got you. We got you. So I
just grabbed
knocked
the
out 5 or 10
I
more.
just literally lifted him up. It was like a care package baby. Like I was holding this guy up on my hip. It was so funny.
He picked you up like you're a suitcase and he's going to the airport.
Yeah. It's
Again,
a scary
12
on.
months ago, 12 months ago, I was 363. That would have not happened. That would have, like I said,
363.
we would have been carrying each other, Yeah, or at least I could have been a kickstand
Ryan
or
is
something.
strong, man. I'm telling you. He picked me up. He picked me up at retreat, and I was like, "Oh, damn."
Hey, you know what? Actually, you probably could have carried me. I'd take that back. But like I said, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You'll even remember when we were in the car, when we were in Dee's car, and Dylan, Shay's husband, was in the back, and it was tight, like we squeezed in. We were just like, yo, imagine this car if we were at our original weight.
Yeah.
Like,
I would've
like
been-
I would feel so bad for, like, it'd be funny because you'd look at a picture, like it would all of a sudden like wash out, and then we'd be our big selves. And then Dylan would be exactly the same, but
Right.
then he'd be like super squished because like we would all be like 400 pounds and you're like
Yeah.
360. Like it'd be crazy that car, but we did it.
That car would have been leaning to the side.
Yo, your car would have been moving, man.
Yeah.
Got
Shocks
there
would
with
have been
flat
gone.
tires, man. Flat tires.
Yeah.
We've been just on the rims.
Yo, Tony, you had said something. Tony, you had said something how you left this and you took some time to really get a feel for how, who you are, your place and sort of the direction that you have. I think that's like the biggest thing with a lot of these retreats. Yes, you leave with your cup full and you feel motivated, but I think for a lot of people, I know for me, every single time I go to some sort of event like this, it's always a matter of giving me clarity as to what direction or where I fit within this community, right? And like I've shared this with some people, and like for me, the last year has been very, like I haven't been on social media a lot, and the reason being is because I felt very disconnected from the community, right? Like I'm almost 4 years post-op. Some of the other challenges, and everyone goes through their own challenges, whether it's with food, whether it's emotional, physical, whatever the case might be. Like I think I am very fortunate to not have those same challenges all the time anymore at this point in my journey. And often I personally felt like I would be a bit fake to be talking about that a lot, right? And then it was very difficult for me. Shay posts a lot and Murph posts a lot, and I was here just sort of like, I'm just sort of here. I'm sort of just like showing up on Wednesdays for the waiting table. And it was really tough for me. And I felt like this award show, this get together, really helped put things in perspective on where I fit in this community, not having to worry or wanting to be something I'm not. Like what I am is good enough, and it's fine, and I'm good with that, right? Like I shouldn't have to pretend to be something else. I had the surgery, I've overcome, and I'm where I am, and that's good enough for me, and I'm okay with that. And so the clarity that these events give you through interactions with other people is just amazing.
You know what? I want to say. I want to say this to Rob. You have a genuine heart. Uh, you know, I'll be blunt with you. There was a perception that wasn't created by anything, but I thought because of your physique and things like that, that you might have been like bougie or above people, but you're not. You're human, right? And I think that's the beauty of it, right? There was a perception that I developed, you had no idea, and I was like, oh, he probably too famous or whatever. But you're humble, you're human, right? And that was my like. I was like, oh wow, I was actually a genuine guy, right? That just it flew over my head at first. But man, I much respect you, man. I have much love for you, for who you are, man.
Appreciate it.
Rob,
I
what
appreciate
I
it, man,
love,
because
absolutely love about you is that when we were working out that first form, I working out and I could see you from my eye. Obviously, we weren't working out together because I was, we were just kind of it's doing separate things. But like looking at you, I'm like, that is what's possible, and that right there is priceless. And you have no idea what that means because, like I said, you are an epitome of like what a dream is. Like your body is amazing, but not only that, you put in the work, you help out people. You literally, you were coaching me when we were working out there for a little bit. You were motivating me. I remember we were doing while we were waiting for a workout. You were like, "Hey, let's do push-ups." I was like, "Let's do," and I think that's where it started. But the fact that you like, uplift somebody, especially like me, who obviously, really insecure still about my body. I think a lot of us, and maybe always will be. But you kind of help overcome that. I think that's volumes, man. So that's it. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being you. I'll definitely tell you that. Thank you so much.
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
After saying that, next JBY, I'm taking your name out of this envelope. Taking your name out of that envelope.
Now, can I do want to bring up something real quick. I'm sorry, Rab.
No.
Like, as we talk, especially, I'm happy Ryan's here. I do want to be honest about the emotions post show that I hate to say I'm struggling with, but I'm fighting back the thoughts of, okay, now I got this award, and my roommate, look at his body, god of a man. Now I'm feeling I need to make sure that I make people proud that they voted for me. Like I have to earn my keep, and part of me knows like it's stupid, but then the other part of me is like it's human. I just want to be honest, so it's just like that is where my mind is this week. So that's one thing.
I feel like there's an expectation to live up to the award, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been fighting it.
I'm feeling it too. Believe me, I am.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, it has been so heavy on my mind that I'm like, I just have to come clean.
I'm glad
Why
you said
gonna
it
go
because
and say that with
didn't
10
wanna.
minutes left? We got 10 minutes left, and you go and say that.
I'll break it down like here's the thing. I think of all the self-actualization. Like once you hit a point, you're going to level up or evolve. So the concept being is, what if after receiving the award, you can do more by then, what's it called, transcending what that award meant to you to other people, so they can be on that level. I think that's the beauty of this, right? Yeah. Like for instance, for me, getting that award gave me a lot of recognition in the bariatric community that people are reaching out. And now, like, it opened up doors for me to now do bariatric evaluations, right? Something I really was passionate and wanted to do. So now I'm learning the techniques on how to do that. And now I can put people into the fold and opportunities for them to get the surgery, which is like me just giving back my heart, which I truly, truly appreciate in that. So, like, again, it's a way of how you use that award to transcend where you're currently at.
Yeah. Where I want to be is where Rob is. I looked at his body all weekend, no homo, and it was like
a little bit.
a little bit. He looks good. He looks amazing. Like no lie, dude is.
And you know when someone said no,
that's funny.
Please don't be to us.
No, but I agree with you, D.
Little
I
mama.
agree with you, D. Freaking Rob looks amazing, man. He was wearing
He
that
does.
tight ass suit like a champ, man. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, I could never do that. I'm not there yet, but I can get there. And Rob, you make that freaking, that reality possible for a lot of us who imagine it, or imagine getting to that point where that also comes into the ability to find the the right decisions, to make the right decisions, because the choices that we make define who we want to become in the end. And I hope I said that right, Fadeaway Ryan. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean it's all about the decisions that we make, correct?
Yeah, and it's like I always will say from an existential standpoint, freedom, choice, responsibility. You want to generate more freedoms in life, you have to make better choices, and you have to hold responsibility to the choices you make.
Yeah.
Right? That's point blank. Period. Right? I think people get so capsulized by feeling like, oh, there's too many choices, so they do nothing about it. Right? Think about it this way, and I'll speak for me for my weight loss journey. There are so many choices on how to go about doing weight loss, right? That I was like saying, "Oh, I have time. I can do this. I can, I have time." It's like, nah, I need to get the surgery because I'm about to die. So the reality is, if I don't make this choice to generate the freedoms I want in life, I then have to really be responsible for this choice, right? This is just a tool, and after that tool is made and used, right? You're responsible for keep on making sure that tool exists.
Absolutely.
Right?
Poetry.
Amen.
Again,
That's deep. I love that. I love that. I could just listen to you talk,
on
man.
another
I
note,
know.
on
See?
another note,
You get
D,
mesmerized. I have to
hey,
do it every
D,
Tuesday.
I 100%.
you know what I noticed about like everything about a lot of well, one other things that I noticed during JBY is like everybody loves D. Everybody loves D, man. I mean, woman, man, child, they all love you, D. And
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
you're like the
Absolutely.
poster child, man. Like you straight up just make everyone feel comfortable in their skin, and we love you for that, man. If there was an award
Thank you.
for that, you'd win it every year. Put it
There,
that
Man.
way.
there is a presence when you walk into a room. You definitely D is there.
D's
Hmm.
here. You done fucked up. Go change.
No. Oh my
Or,
God.
or
When
you could be
we
like me, just not. I was like, yeah, I should just go home right now. After I saw him, I'm like,
Yeah.
No.
no way.
You look
I,
amazing.
I
Like
couldn't believe it. I tried. I was like, what?
No, you look good, man.
I'm upset the fact that I even thought. Now looking back, I'm like, I actually thought I could take a note.
see, I didn't want to crush that, and I love that. I want that. I want people to come for the crown. Honestly, like Rob got to see the behind the scenes torture that I put myself through. And I'm
Yeah,
telling
man.
y'all, like it looks pretty up front, but it is like I murder myself doing this. So um come for it. I'm not like Shar. She can have the crown. She's the queen bee. I need somebody to take my king throne. I'll help you. Like just take it.
But
I want to wear just a suit.
how
Huh?
many people did we say like see actually show up and they would just dress to the hilt? They had multiple like changes of clothes.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
Arisa did it. Drew did it.
Yeah.
Um,
It
Yeah.
dude,
looks stunning.
Chris Roberts in the all sequin suit.
Yes.
I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Love
That was
that.
pretty
Dano.
cool.
Wow.
Dano had like the leopard print jacket
Uh-huh.
with the hair
Hey,
blown out.
hey, you fellas all
Love
brought
it.
it too, right? I'm telling you, everybody. Everyone looked
Yes.
good. Like everyone just looked
Hmm.
amazing. Like they. I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah. Anna changed
I
into
won't
this.
miss
She
another
had
one.
two green dresses.
Yes.
And the second one, I literally screamed. I say, "Girl, that is your dress." Like, you ever see somebody with an outfit that fits them so perfect? I'm like, "This is your cut.
Taylor
Wear it
made.
over and over again." Like, amazing. I will say
There's
this:
so
like,
many
I'm
people.
proud. I'm glad that people love me. One of the other thing I do to myself is I always think of, was there anybody that I missed or that we missed, that we get so caught up in the love that there could be one. So if there's anybody who felt like they didn't get seen, like DM me in private. Like, I will make sure that if you come to another event, that's not your experience. I promise it's not on purpose. It's just that we get so caught up
It's
in love
hard.
bombing each other. It's overwhelming to try to get to even my friends. There are times where I can't get to my friends that I've known before everybody because
Yeah.
you're so caught up. So it's not
Mhm.
intentional. Don't let that
No,
be your experience.
and
Right.
it legit was hard trying to get around and talk to everyone because I made it a point so I could say hi to everyone because I wanted to meet so many people. Rab literally had to tell me, "Hey, you know what? Your wife is standing over there. Go talk to your wife." Like I was getting myself into trouble because I was so excited to meet everyone, and like you
Yeah.
just get caught up, and sometimes you get caught up in one conversation and you get so engaged talking to people because you don't expect to all of a sudden get caught up in an engaging conversation with someone where you're like, "Oh my god, yay!"
But I think it's safe to also say, just to make sure no one just gets it misconstrued, you didn't get in trouble because I could tell you right now. I mean, I don't know your wife, Nina, like that, but I know her enough to say
You nicked you in the
that she
head.
may have gave you a little scar, but she definitely understood who the hell Tony was when he got off that stage in this community.
Yo,
That's
He
for
was super
sure.
proud of you.
yes.
But I would say the funny moment for your wife was when someone said I love you, Tony.
Yes, yes,
And you
not
said I
that.
love you back, and she said, no, you don't.
Mm-mm.
I died laughing.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that was me. Also, when D went up, I was like, "That's my baby
Yes.
daddy."
Oh my
Oh,
God.
those are great.
That was
That is
hilarious.
so
Yeah.
funny, man. I died laughing. I died
I was like,
laughing when she
"Oh,
did
okay."
that.
The clapback was real.
That shit was funny as hell. That's just
But
classic.
That's
you
awesome.
get that energy. Like there was just so much genuine like joy, laughter, love. Like again, the energy in that building could not hold it.
Yeah.
You really couldn't. And like, it just I feel like a lot of this happens for a lot of like for retreat or meetups or JBY is you have that anticipation and build up. And the minute you get to that event, it all pours out.
Uh-huh.
And you just you release everything. And when you leave, you're completely exhausted. Like you're spent. Like I'm still tired.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we were up till 4 a.m. on certain nights, but again, emotionally you are drained because, and then all of a sudden you find yourself like walking around on a day where you're home and you're like, I miss all these people, and you miss the connections, you miss the conversations, the camaraderie. It's a real thing, and it takes like a week to get over everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 100% worth it, Amanda. Worth
Oh
it.
yeah, so 100%
Worth it.
Oh yeah, definitely worth it. I mean, I want
I will
everyone to
not
come
miss
next
another
year.
one. Hands down.
No,
Whether
it's
I'm nominated or not, I don't miss JBY. I'm not missing.
yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
something I miss.
Same with me.
yeah. At this point, it's gonna be a religious event every year. We're doing this.
Yeah.
We're doing this right here.
And I hope
As long
it
as
just gets
JBY
bigger
Jesus
and
comes,
bigger
Shay's
and bigger.
husband.
Like I would love to see it get bigger, man. Like just
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly
I think it will though.
for sure.
yeah.
For sure. Like, and I've even had people, other people that follow me. They're like, "How do I get involved with JBY?" And like,
Yeah.
go there. And like I said, I was like, well, there was that point in time where I saw it, and I was like, man, one day I'm going to be there. And again,
Look at
starting
you
from the
now.
bottom now. We're
I
Yeah.
No,
know.
you came in. Somebody asked me, describe Dom to me, and I'm like, he's a wrecking ball. He came and hit this
Yeah.
community like a wrecking ball in a good way, in
Yeah.
the best way
Yeah.
possible. He made such an impact on the first night
Sure.
on the dance floor, and we all said, "Who is this kid? We love him." Instantly, and we have treated him the same since. If you
Yeah.
look at every picture, he is in it. And I made fun of him. I said, you could be a hot mess in person, but then that camera flashes, he looks like a beautiful
Bam.
golden
Yeah.
child, and he takes some perfect pictures. I'm so
Yeah.
jealous.
Every time,
Yeah.
screenshot. Always.
Yeah, we had that conversation. And honestly, like the
Red
first time I
bottoms.
met Dom was he called D when we were getting ready to go to the party, and he was like, I'm already like X amount of shots in. We're like, oh shit. And I'm like, and he's just like, And you're the one telling me like, yeah, he's like a wrecking ball. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep up.
I think it was like it was just before we met in person. Rob, I know you were talking about the shots, and I'm just like, shots, like, okay, these are my type. But I was like, I'm really gonna bring it because I want to see, I'm gonna make him regret those words. And
Oh, you did? No, you and Big E.
yeah, you
You
guys
and Big E.
pain though. I'm surprised. Like I said, yeah, puking rally was a thing.
Big E was like, oh, you can't.
25.
He's like, oh, you're supposed to be able to hold shots. I'm like, correction. I said I will take the shots.
Yes.
Doesn't mean I can hold it. I went down for a nap in the bathroom first night for a little bit, and I came back out.
And like I said,
Second night, I was just like, second night I was like, D, don't let me drink. Like, I'm not gonna drink because like I didn't eat the first night since like 1 p.m.
we were talking about that. We're like, we haven't ate
Yeah.
17 hours, and we're like, we had shots. And
Yeah.
But
And I was like, D, with bowling, I'm like, D, I'm not gonna drink. Don't let me drink. And then we got there, and like 2 minutes later, I'm like, yo, shot time.
He gives me that look like, sorry, D. I'm just like,
Sorry, D. Thank you for being so responsible for us. Thank you.
So we could talk about this all night. We could talk about just how great everything is, but I think we're going to extend this over tomorrow night because I know that waiting table's got this going on.
Hold on. Amanda said Rob's first word to me was tequila.
Yeah. And it was our constant word. Like the next day I'd see her, or like every time I'd see, because I saw her at the bar and she was like getting a drink. I'm like, tequila, come on, like just take a shot. And she's like, no, tequila doesn't do well with me. I'm like, it will with us. Like it'll be good. It'll be awesome.
You're good.
I'm
You're
not
awesome.
very
Bob,
nice.
when you were
I'm like,
leaving
you're
at lunch, and we're like, hey. My wife and I were just like, "Hey, wait, you want to do a shot of tequila?" No, I can't. I'm gonna go. And then you almost walked off without your pants because you brought your pants.
Oh
with
yeah.
you. Like, you would have showed up without your pants to JBY.
I did not think that I would meet someone that loved tequila as much as me. Boy, yeah, was I wrong again? They were
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, Big E destroyed me. Like he kept buying me. Like I was playing with Anna today, and I was just like, I actually didn't spend nearly as much money as I thought. Like I thought I'd be buying rounds because last year, the opening party, like I spent $800 in shots, and then Steph, Bariatric Warrior, spent $400 in shots because I was like, people are very nervous. I was like, everyone's sort of just like quiet. I'm like, yo, let's take shots. Like everyone, let's go take shots. And I was expecting that, and then Big E was like, no, man, I'll buy shots, and he kept buying me shots. I'm like, I'm not spending any money. What the hell? But yeah. He beats me. I lose.
So, really appreciate you guys coming up tonight, and I really appreciate like just the fun we had over the past weekend. Like all of us on panel. Anytime we all get together, Rob. Obviously, this is the first time I got to hang out with you, and I really enjoyed it. We had some really good conversation. And I really appreciate everything that you had said to me at lunch that day. We will connect on that. But again, just a great experience. I can't wait for the next time for all of us to be able to get together. We really are like family. And everyone that was at JBY, I can't wait to see everyone again. And for all the new people, if we can get people to come out to these events, I think they'll realize the power of community and just how great, the energy. And again, over a course of a year, shit happens in the community. It happens. But when we go to one of these events, it's a clean slate at these things. There's so everyone just wants to have a good time. It's that moment for people to let loose and enjoy themselves and to just be together and to enjoy each other's company. And I can't talk more highly enough about all this. So JBY is, we're going to have to wait for the next one. But I know that we have events coming up. So if people are talking about when can I go to the next event, well, we have events coming up. Bariatric Society has the summer soiree coming up in June. Obviously, they have retreat coming up in October. So if you guys are interested in that stuff and you guys want to feel the power of community, these are the things that you need to go to. Obviously, we went to retreat last year. We had a blast there. We had a great time. But there's also little events. Look up for bariatric events. Find them. Find your community. Find people that are local to you. those are the things that you want to do, because once you find your community, you have that support, but you have friends for life.
I'm down for
What's the
another guy
RBT
trip.
in Toronto?
Oh yes, Rob.
Yeah, so that's in June. So it's the first Friday in June. It's going to be June 6th. There's like 10 people from the bariatric community competing, from our Instagram, TikTok family, actually competing there for their first time. It'll be my fourth.
Radical body.
And they are going to be there. And I know Mel from Our Sleeve Life will be there as well. Anna will be there. And yeah, some people are even just coming to cheer them on. I said that you guys come. That's on Friday. On the Saturday, we're going to do like a scavenger hunt to go all over Toronto. That way you can actually see the city as opposed to just stay at the hotel at the venue. And if you're there Sunday, man, we're going to Niagara. I'll bring everyone to Niagara. We'll do like a wine tour or something, or just more tequila tour. Niagara's known for tequila.
Now you're talking.
There's
So
straight
everyone's
giants.
like a
welcome,
good
man.
time.
I'd love to see everyone.
Yeah.
You twisted my arm, so
Yes.
Dom's credit limit is going to be maxed out before the end of the
it
year.
already is.
No, it won't,
But
because
it's-
I'll take
it's-
his credit card as soon as we get there. I'm
We
like,
He
give me
did.
your
He
card.
took his credit card.
It's
He didn't get back till the last day.
100% fact.
Honestly, I think this might have been one of the cheapest trips I think I've been on. So yeah,
Yeah, right.
literally. So yeah,
I expect commission.
It's beautiful up there this time of year, for sure. Up there by the Niagara, for sure.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. It'll be fun, guys.
All right, so thank you guys. I'm going to close this thing out. Obviously, don't forget that our sister chat, the big winner at JBY this year with the podcast, Char is live every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain,
Talk
5 p.m. Pacific.
Barry to me.
What did I say?
Talk Barry to me.
What, this?
What the? Talk.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific with VSD Bestie every Sunday night. And also, are we having mental health shop talk tonight?
We can, yeah. I mean, I can bring a topic, yeah.
We
I
got a
did not
topic.
make it. I got.
We
stuff.
already started it.
Yeah. If you guys are into that, you want to join us on the Zoom with Fadeaway Ryan right now. The Zoom link is in the bio. Men's Mental Health Shop Talk. You can come in, talk, tell your feelings, share how you feel. Listen, watch, don't say a word. Don't even turn your camera on. Just come out and hang out, and we'll see you all there. Link is in the bio, the Zoom, and we'll see you.
Don't forget.
Thanks so much, guys.
Don't forget to check out Waiting Table tomorrow night. You live at
That's right.
8:30 for NSVs.
Yeah. We're gonna be there. Share the same thing. We're gonna be talking about all the highlights for everyone. Same thing like we were doing today, but it'll be fun.
Good. We're going to talk about these peaches and creams too. So if you haven't got a bag yet, go to BME, get your 15% off. Procure Health.
15%. Peace, y'all. Love y'all.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you again.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.